What's up, boo? What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in today at 3:30 p.m. Unless you're watching it in the future, it's whatever time you're watching it. And I don't know how many years in are you watching this, but if you are watching this, this is our good friend. A big shout out. Thank you to our awesome sponsor, numero uno, Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating clean with dinners that work for you, not the other way around. You know, meals that make you all big like Takis. Also, man, I love, bro. I just got this box, and I'm looking forward to making it. We'll talk about it later, what kind of box I got, but I'm super excited to have black bean mushroom enchiladas. All right? So we'll get back to that. Go to greenchef.com/fool50 and use code fool50 to get 50% off plus free shipping. That's greenchef.com/fool50. Did I get that? Fool50. If you have a speech impairment, it's fool50 and use code fool50 to get 50% off plus free shipping. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well. What's up, fool? Shout out to everybody that's out there. We have Art Bonilla right here. He just came from
in the house.
I don't know if we're gonna talk about the show because they're on strike, but he just came from shooting Hawaii 5-0 for Telemundo in Hawaiian Gardens. They're about to investigate the murder of this woman that used to sell illegal tamales and masa mixed with weed in it.
A serious case.
A serious case, people. What's up, Fool Podcast? What's up, everybody? It feels like we haven't been here in a long time, but we've been very busy planning out our week. We did a show last week. After the show, Art, we went to the Laugh Factory to perform.
Leg day.
There was a guy under there hosting named Nick something, Parisa.
Nicky Paris.
Nicky Paris, hilarious dude. Go check him out. Who else? Rodrigo Torres, man.
Yeah, man.
Tore it up, man.
Yeah.
Also,
dog.
Jerry Garcia was there first. He went up first. But Rodrigo Torres tore it up. You tore it up, dog.
Fuck yeah, I had fun, bro. That was a fucking.
People were asking you for photos and shit.
How you guys doing? Right here on Sunset and Laurel Canyon.
At first, it looked like you were gonna leave. Then you spend the night.
Right there, I had to go chill.
Also, shout out to Mr. Shu was there to say. Well, he always stops by and says hello. Robert Zapata and the question lady was there.
Hi.
You know, you mentioned the Laugh Factory. That's the place where we actually televised the sketch comedy show that we did for ABC.
When?
Which one?
Oh, shit. This is years ago. This is in 95.
Okay.
Damn, bro.
You weren't even born.
That's when the time I started stand-up comedy.
Right. And was that during the whole blow-up of the original blow-up of Latino comedy, Comedy Compadres, and Culture Clash and all that,
Comedy
or what?
Compadres have been like a year before that, but this one was a runoff of the Latino Comedy Olympics, okay, that came out of the improv.
Sounds like the Special Olympics,
So
man.
we're talking a lot of...
So Chris Fonseca got a gold medal?
It was well organized. No, Latino Comedy Olympics, I mean, the guys were working out. No.
Frank Carrasquillo got took the silver.
They were doing like a competition type of thing. You know, Carlos Alazraqui and a lot of comics were performing there at the improv. And they were having like, you know, competitions and stuff like that. And we were doing sketches. We did a couple of sketches there and to be part of it. And from that, a producer saw us and they wanted to use 2 for sketches on their comedy special they did. And we ended up shooting at the Laugh Factory. When you mentioned that, the Laugh Factory kind of brought a memory, you know. But this is when you were in high school.
What kind of memory bring up right now, bro? Adelitas, eh?
It's closed, dog.
Sad. we went there, man, when we were doing our Spanish special. We went in there real fast to Adelita to see what it's all about. And it looked exactly like
La Revolución.
No, La Bamba, the movie La Bamba inside.
Oh, when Bob takes
They really shot it in there, huh?
I think so, dude.
Oh, they shot it at somebody's barn.
Yeah, but they made it look that way.
When you were doing those sketches, who's in the sketch group? Because I know that
when we broke off from Freddie Asparagus, who he had the main.
I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, no, but this exactly back in the comedy store.
Freddie Asparagus.
Yeah, that's right.
So Freddie Asparagus, if you guys don't, Freddie Asparagus, he's that guy. He's in that movie Colors, and they're investigating him.
Havana.
And they found that's when they find the cocaine inside the fire extinguishers, and he's singing like a canary in that scene. That's him right there.
No, in Havana too, he worked with Redford's, one of the poker players, you know. And I remember he told me, he says, they made us this silk white suits, man. And that's when I said
bro,
to myself,
this is the What's Up.
Made it.
This is the What's Up Fool podcast. Ain't nobody gonna look up that movie, bro. He was in a fucking movie Colors, bro. Let's get back to Colors. And nobody in this podcast don't care about no fucking Robert Redford, bro.
To be or not to be.
They want to know about Colors, bro.
Nobody over 70, right?
Nobody here.
That's it. Nobody over 70.
But call my grandma, dog.
Bro, that's what you talking right here in this podcast. But nobody can look over Robert.
Well, let's talk about American Me then.
Okay, culture shock, eh?
But because he stood out, you know, he Felipe Esparza, in every small scene that he had, even in that movie with Robert Townsend, he stood out, bro. He's very explosive guy in a scene. Like in that movie, bro, when they had him handcuffed, fuck you, eh? Some peachy, I'm not gonna give a fuck about that. And he said the M word and peachy rocket or whatever, Hightower.
Because he wasn't the only comic in there, right? There was a little fuck.
He's a biker and Pee Wee Herman, right?
I don't think so. I remember I was asked to be the soccer player.
Put that scene in Heat, bro. That scene in Heat.
No, but anyway, so we started with him, and then we kind of broke off.
When they shot the Armor Freight.
Yeah, that's in the beginning. Oh, the beginning, okay. That's a fucking hard-ass scene, dog.
So anyway, we were with him first, and then we broke up.
Willie and Chacha Sandoval were in that, right?
Well, yeah,
Omaha?
when we broke off, we became Underexposed, the group Underexposed. And that's when we started like writing our own sketches and being more polished. And it was Willie Barcena, Larry.
Damn, Willie Barcena back then? Damn, he's a Renaissance man.
Willie is...
he's like Forrest Gump. He was there
Life
with
is
Lauren,
like a box of chocolate.
He was there with Lauren Hardy and shit.
With Groucho.
Bro, they took my comedy partner, dog.
And Larry Omaha, myself.
He's right here.
Chacha was there too. And
Larry Omaha, how old was he? 20.
Well, back then he was like 38. You know, back then. So now he's about 87. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Larry. I'm just kidding. But you know, he says in his comedy, he says he's Chinese, and then he's Mexican, and then, you know, he's American Indian. So you can't tell his age either, you know. So you know, that's Larry.
The man of many faces, huh?
Yeah. There's a lot of freaks. He says, there's a lot of freaks out there, right?
Smooth like a biscuit.
So he's done a lot of,
So he wrote up like some really funny sketches that we performed there, and one of them was the Mucho Macho Mambo Kings that we performed there, and then the other one was one Fonseca's Mariachi School on Sunset that I wrote. And how
did the first one go? What part did Willie have?
You can look it up on YouTube.
Look it up, Philip.
Look it up, Mucho Macho Mambo Kings. Go into Art Bonilla channel, and you'll see some of the.
But you were
clips.
I know that it was you. The original one was you and. Freddy Asparagus?
On the original, under Abstractos.
And there was another guy, Quinn, no?
Quentin Gutierrez.
Quentin Gutierrez. Yeah. He's the one, when I started when somebody told me to go check out the Comedy Store and look, because they were doing Latino night at the Ballet Room, but it was like nobody showed up. It was just me and the Quinn. They told me, look for that guy. So I was waiting for him.
He was a doorman for many, many years.
Yeah, but when I was there, he was like, he was about to do a Latino night with someone else, and he was hosting a show with all ladies called Ladies of the Ballet Room, with Ludovica and
Ludovica,
this blonde Cuban lady, and
so that's pretty the precursor
tiny,
to
really good, funny lady. Kind of big.
Yeah, Merle Martinez.
That was hot and spicy mamitas, which basically
that's where it came out of.
And
there was another there, a real pretty actress there. I think she ended up being a stunt double or a stand-in, or she did a play, a musical about a famous singer, and she never saw her again. Ludovica.
I know who you're talking about. She was on Seinfeld, huh? What episode?
No, she's still around. Sully Diaz.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Dude.
But no, it's funny enough. You said Quentin Gutierrez. I known him from auditions, you know, going back then, commercial auditions stuff. Quentin Gutierrez, and he's a repo man, a real repo man, you know, and mechanic and stuff like. So he's the one that got me into buying my Harley, and we fixed it up in his garage, you know. And that's when he invited me. Say, man, you could join a comedy sketch because you like comedy, you do comedy and stuff like that. So that's when he brought me in. We started working out on Freddie's group, and we were there. We performed several times. We were there for a good 6 months with Freddie, and then we splintered off and we built our own Underexposed, and that was more professional. And
who's Underexposed?
Underexposed was, like I said, Larry Omaha, Willie Barcena, myself, Chacha for a while, and Frank Arias, and Sila Carranza Hill. And we were kicking ass, man. We were performing all the main clubs at Ice House, at Improv.
Did you ever know Paul Rodriguez's best friend, the one that passed away? He was riding a motorcycle.
Yeah, no, of course. We did a commercial together.
What's his name?
Aragon. Jesse Aragon.
Jesse Aragon.
Yeah,
Jesse Aragon was in that
got run over, man.
He was in Boulevard Nights.
Yeah. No, Jesse,
him and Angel Salazar were part of the other gang. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
No,
Angel Salazar has a little ass mop. He's like, you could see him in when they're cruising down Whittier Boulevard and Boulevard Nights. You could see Angel Salazar's head right there, and then you could see Jesse Aragon.
I remember.
In the car. But they were buddies, him and Paul, right?
Yeah, no, very good friends.
Paul always mentions him when he's buzzed at the Laugh Factory.
Jesse was a really cool guy, man. Really cool guy, and we knew each other for auditions.
He was funny, right? Talent and
he was very funny.
He was like he was also a good friend with Richard Pryor, huh?
I don't know about that because I wasn't there in the comedy thing back then. I would just go to the Comedy Store every now and then to watch the comics. I wasn't fully vested into it, because I was going to Lee Strasberg studying acting. But this was right there in the same neighborhood, and I always liked comedy.
I know where that is. That's up there on Santa Monica Boulevard, right?
That's right.
That's by los panchos, los tacos.
Yeah, tacos. The 7-Eleven.
You ever eaten los tacos?
Well, they changed the name because back then it was called Los Panchos.
Well, now it's called los
burritos.
Well, it's still called los burritos tacos, I think, but we call los tacos. It's 24 hours, bro. It's so delicious, man.
When I was there back then, it wasn't that delicious.
No, it's still.
And I know Mexican food.
In the early 2000s, that's where you'll be sitting there like on a Saturday night, and then a bunch of transvestites will come in and order tacos.
We were there, bro.
It was crazy, bro.
When they had the transvestites there, we were there eating right elbow to elbow with them, And I remember we were there with this comedian named Juan Garcia Chepo, and then like he was all insecure, but he was fun. He goes, "Oh my God, I didn't know this place turned into Los Tacones at night."
It's strange, but when I first moved here in '81, it was a whole different thing.
But I say it now.
In Santa Monica Boulevard. I got an apartment 3 miles east of Lee Strasberg.
Hey, can I ask you a question, man?
Yeah.
How come actors, how come they always make it harder on themselves? Like, they always try to find the most expensive apartment in LA when they move in.
No, see, you're not talking. You didn't let me finish the sentence. You didn't let me finish. I got one of those fold-up maps. I didn't have Thomas Brothers or a map like this. I will fold this and I go 3 miles.
It was 3D, huh?
You open it up. You open it up, like this big. And here's Lake Strasberg and Santa Monica. And I put a circle, 3 mile radius, and I go. I can't go west because it's more expensive, so I went east of Normandy, like a block east of Normandy. The apartment was $150, all utilities included, 2 stories, 1 bedroom, right?
Damn.
$150?
You get to the promised land, huh?
They have a door?
We walked in, the landlord opens the door, and it's a huge cockroach walking. I'm not kidding, like this big.
What's up?
Walking, and I
Rodrigo, bro.
Basically, I looked at it and said, "Fuck you," and I kept walking, So the guy said on his own, "Oh, the least I can rent you this is $135," and I go, "All right, I'll take it," because I could fumigate that place and fix it all up. And I did. I lived there for 2 years before I moved to another place in Hollywood. But that was the rent. So I wasn't looking for an expensive. I wasn't going to be working for the rent.
Where'd you grow up at?
Originally, Tijuana, man. I was born and raised there.
Colonia Libertad.
Colonia Libertad, one of the oldest, biggest.
You're from Tijuana? That's what's up.
Bro, that's one of my cousins are from Colonia Libertad. And they used to live on Colonia Libertad, and it was like the Callejon or Calle 13.
Calle 13, yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, dog, it was like a long.
Well, they're all in a grid, vertical, going up
long ass hill, bro. Fucking flat. And then if you keep going to the right, I guess you'll hit the airport, I guess.
No, you're talking 16. Let's see, 6.
Yeah, but I was
all the way up to the airport.
Dude, and all we did for fun, bro, is
how long did you live?
Break bottles, eh?
Like Los envases.
Break bottles, bro, all day, bro. We look for bottles, and then we'll light them up and throw rocks at them, bro. Break them. And then like the paletero man would come, and then they used to call him, bro, el rápido. And somebody told me, why you come rápido? Because that fool, if you're lucky, bro, he grabs your peanuts real fast.
Fuck, dude, they be doing it all.
You know, he's
perverted ass paletero man, bro.
That's true. Though.
And then he'll give you that. He go, hey, way.
But that guy must have been an old guy, right? He was old. When you met him, he was
when you
old.
scream, bro, you put paleta en el vaya cállate, mijo.
When you saw the guy,
dog,
when you saw that guy, he must have been an old man.
Fuck yeah, he was old, dog.
When I knew that guy, he was a young guy.
And he was doing it then?
He was already gay. He was, no, el rápido, yeah.
You know that guy?
Yeah.
El rápido, what the fuck?
I'm serious. No, I'm serious. He was a young guy.
Yeah, rápido.
He was quick, dog.
And then, cause see, I used to live, my aunt used to live where they used to get the paletas from.
At the factory?
Well, there's a lot of paleteros.
Yeah, the paletero, well, rápido used to get her paleta around.
Stock up in the morning and then take off and go do your run.
And then, remember, they used to say, he used to like if you do a little dance, like he had a little dance.
Ponte sexy,
well,
cabrón.
No, he was always being chased out of that neighborhood.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
streets, he was always
for real, dog.
Because
then the kid will get older, bro. Start throwing, we still throw bottles at him.
No,
that wasn't cool. No.
But see, if you were new, he'll get you,
like,
bro.
It's just like jail, dog.
Yeah,
the new one will get treated, dog. You know? That's fucking crazy.
It's crazy that you mentioned that. Go to say rápido. Wait a minute, I know that guy because when I was a young kid.
It's weird, bro. It's weird, bro. Like in that neighborhood, there was a school, bro. It was a school from 7 in the morning till 1, and then later on there'll be a school from 4 to 10.
Yeah, fucking night school.
No, yeah, that's
with kids, dog.
No.
Fucking children.
We went in
being
the morning.
chased by rápido at nighttime with a fucking little paleteros.
This afternoon and this morning. You know, so
crazy, huh?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Well, not that late, though.
There's not enough people.
Elementary school, no. Elementary school started at 8 o'clock.
But high school,
you were
bro.
out of there at noon. And then at 1 o'clock started, and then by 4:30, they were off in the
dude.
high, you know,
but
adult school goes on, you know, for later.
There's no lunch, bro, at these schools. Like,
yeah, there was.
You stand around waiting and shit.
Rápido, eh?
Sandwiches at Bologna, you know, tortas at Bologna. Who the hell's gonna eat this?
Bro, that Bologna still has the plastic around it, bro. The circle.
I know.
That red one, that old school.
Yeah.
Hey. Did your mom ever tell you that no compren, like don't one of your like you have like an uppity aunt that lived in La Mesa
or La Chapu?
La Chapu, and cause people from La Mesa, my other aunt lived there.
La Cacho.
They thought they were all batty, and cause they had real streets and shit with lights.
Yeah, they were
pavimento,
paved streets,
luces.
Yeah,
well, we had dirt.
Dirt, bro.
Velador right there.
Only the main road to the airport or the one that's crossing Colonia Libertad was paved.
Bro, that place where we broke the rocks, all they did was everybody would dump their trash there, and then like the guys go, "Quémala, mijo, te quieres," and then we'll burn the trash for free.
Yeah. No, you had to burn it because back then the trash trucks didn't come by.
They didn't
come by.
Because that's how my parents are from in the rancho. That's what they do with their trash.
Yeah, you had a container, and once a week you had a chore. You burn the trash. You know,
we had one store, bro, where everybody bought that expensive ass leche there. And everything was so expensive, and the fucking but what was good about that neighborhood was like the sub for everything else. Like if you wanna, like the lechero, the factory was nearby our neighborhood, and
cheaper than
the tortilleria was fresh, right? So we could walk while everybody else was buying them for the rest of the city. And
we had two in the same block.
And there was a
machine made, the other one handmade.
There was a Fanta factory nearby too, right?
Well, the kind of dry Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Right there, you know,
because
Mirinda, all those sodas.
They're owned by Coca-Cola.
So my I don't know if my mom or my aunt said, no, esa pinche soda con agua sucia. Fucking soda was dirty ass water, bro.
So you wouldn't buy one.
You guys didn't hear in the 80s when they were trying to do a campaign against Corona saying it was piss? Did you guys? And it was just people.
In Mexico?
No, here in the United States.
Oh, man.
It's piss, bro.
Yeah, there was.
Fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
And everybody was, I like that piss.
Oh, well, yeah, now it's like, fuck, piss on me, bro.
Yeah, man. When I was over there, I don't remember, like...
Fuck, you got to kick it, though. That's badass.
I don't remember having, like the taco craze like it is now, bro.
No, that shit was like...
Well, the thing is, with Colonia Libertad, it's so close to the border. Everybody that has, not papers, the green card or U.S. citizen, they pretty much live there because they don't want to commute, because especially now, so far away, the traffic is horrible, worse than here right now. So they just lived in Colonia Libertad, and now everything's paved, you know? So you're right there at the border, you know?
There's a nice little cross point. You get to everything quick.
You live in Tijuana, you work in the U.S., you know, you get that, you pay taxes, you know, both ways, but you still save a lot of money instead of living in the U.S.
I remember not having more flashbacks about living there. That other houses have propane.
No,
I remember
that's
that
a long time ago, man.
Yeah, they're 1980, bro.
In 80s, still they're using that petroleum.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, man.
What's up?
No, when they used to sell in the grocery stores, they had a container at the grocery stores, and you could buy there. People that didn't have, gas or.
Bro, when I remember going to the store with my aunt, and she would go like buy stuff if she was on the phone ordering, and it sounded like she was making a Coke deal, bro. She goes, ¿Qué quieres? Un kilo. ¿Qué quieres, Rita? Memito, dame 2 kilos de frijoles, medio kilo de harina, 2 kilos de azúcar.
Y 5 kilos de mandado. Tú sabes.
Y 5 kilos. Y unos, mijo, ¿quieres unos tenis? ¿Cuál tallas tienes ahorita?
¿Qué calzas?
But who the fuck, bro? You go there, bro, and everything rolled up in a cone and a newspaper, bro, like rice.
Or that
sugar.
OG butcher paper, dude.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Like over here, I guess here in America, we eat more tortillas because they're available everywhere, I guess. But over there,
more flour.
Over there, like
only
at dinner time, right? Everybody will stand in line and come back home.
But because you're getting fresh. You go get me a kilo of tortillas. So
but they're different in Mexico.
You bring in and they're fresh.
Right. Because there's actual tortillerias.
And there's no tortillas for tomorrow, bro. They're done. We ate them all.
They don't have any preservatives.
Throw that shit away, man.
Right, because they were hard. They get hard as hell, bro.
Yeah, if you don't eat that motherfucker fast, it gets hard, bro.
I was going to just real quick, you said about the whole taco craze. You don't remember it being that hardcore with tacos in the 80s? Because when you grew up there, was there a lot of taco stands in Tijuana?
Hell yeah, man.
So,
they were portable. And there were tacos al pastor. Tacos de carne asada.
But when did that shit get crazy where now it's like they're doing TV shows about it?
Everybody's
because now they're trying to rediscover. Look what we found, and it's been around for years.
Like birria tacos.
That's
when I was younger, we used to have turtle soup. Kawama.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
It's forbidden now because they're in, what do you call it? It's prohibited because what they were running out.
You have to preserve the turtles?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Hey, you don't want to get them
I'm not talking little turtles. These turtles are huge. They're like...
They swim.
They swim. So like a tortoise then?
The tortoise, yeah.
So that turtle could be like 120 years old.
Yeah, and they would make birria. Not birria, but the kawama.
It's called kawama?
Kawama. You sell it. That's where they got the word kawama from.
For the beer.
There's actually a 40-ounce beer called kawama.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Mexico, yeah.
So that was the first beer they had. That was the first Mexican beer with the 40-ouncer. It was the beer with the turtle on it, which called kawama beer. And then after that, Budweiser started putting their beer in the same bottle, but they still call it kawama. That's not kawama de Budweiser, but it comes from a kawama beer.
Because they went from 22s to 32s to 40s.
Hey, do you remember going to downtown Tijuana, or just going to the little Mexican bookstore inside the hood? Remember the little libritos?
Dude,
me and him were talking about it. They're hard to find, bro.
Let me tell you my experience. When we were young, I'm the youngest of 10 brothers.
Alarma.
All right? I'm the youngest of 10 brothers. So being in Colonia Libertad,
when did you live there? 60s or 70s or 40s?
60s. In the 30s. In the 60s. In the 60s was my childhood. And my oldest brother, who's 15 years older than me, he had a TV repair shop in downtown Tijuana, right? So my mom didn't want us loitering around the house, especially in the summertime. She said, you go to your brother's shop and stay there until it gets dark, then you take the bus back. So we'll go over there and spend the whole day at the shop. And over there they had, remember back then it was 3 networks, right, in the U.S.? Channel, NBC, CBS, and ABC. And in my hill in Tijuana, we could only get ABC because of the hills. We couldn't get the antenna wasn't high enough to get CBS and all that stuff. So we watched a lot of television. So we had to take that bus trip and walk in downtown Tijuana. And it was like being in a Fellini film, man. All the shit, all the selling and going on and everything. There was a guy with no arms who was born like that, and he would embroider baskets with his feet.
Wow.
And he was really well dressed and everything. He's an older man too. And I was a kid, I was like 10, 11, and I would sit there and watch him the whole time and everything, and just watching how he was weaving those baskets. One time there was a big crowd of people because downtown it's like this, a lot of people walking by, and then he finally said, "Hey, if you have any questions about how to do this, if you have any questions about this, ask me." And I said, "How do you wipe your ass?"
That's when he started comedy.
No, I just did. And then
How did he wipe his ass?
You know, and anybody went,
Con los pies, cabrón.
¿Cómo se limpia cuando va al baño? And all the adults, started laughing and shit. And they hey, got all pissed off, and I just took off, you know. But because I used to just sit and watch him, and this guy could do everything with his feet, you know. And he was already like in his 50s.
I know he does that. They put a little palito on the floor with paper and then roll that in there.
Or like a dog, right?
Yeah.
On the grass.
Or he
En
could be,
Tijuana no hay zacate,
he could
güey.
be double joint and do it with his leg, you know.
Como se la jala, homie.
He could grab everything with his toes, man.
Play the piano, güey.
But there was also a guy on stilts working publicity on this tienda called Gigante.
Who took it there,
Oh,
bro?
Gigante was like a
Who took it,
Walmart.
bro?
Yeah,
Rapido?
exactly. and the guy was wearing high stilts, really high, and he had to like
Uncle Sam,
hide between the roof, you know, the ceiling. And he was always walking around and he would dress whatever the festivity was, you know, like Uncle Sam or Superman or Santa Claus. He was always dressed in that shit. And then walking around, this guy is like
Every holiday.
really high stilts, you know. But it was like that, man. Walking around in downtown, you're talking about in downtown LA. I mean, downtown Tijuana.
It was popping back in the
It's
day.
a mean ass fucking metropolis, huh?
It is, man. I mean,
We would go to Tijuana just to buy like Mexican products and come back,
was
but we never got to kick it. That's fucking badass, bro.
I remember, man.
Love that shit with the resoltera or something, huh?
This man was drinking a lemon Fanta, bro, with a straw. Then he were in a bus, and he opened a window and just threw it out, bro.
Me vale madre. They don't give a fuck.
We were in Libertad, our neighborhood, bro. Just hit the fucking dirt. Didn't even break.
He made that sound. Doink.
Yeah.
When you hit somebody in the head with a bottle, it doesn't break.
It just went doink.
They bounced, bro. Those
And
fucking bottles.
then later on, the old man picked it up to recycle it, bro.
Gracias.
But putting that on that bus, bro, like you could see, like, when you're taking that bus on Libertad, first of all, you can't. You got to walk all the way down and catch it down there, huh?
No, in my street, it's right across the street. But when I was in high school, our high school was in Colonia Alemán, which is on the other side.
That's where Mondo's from, fool.
German colony.
Armando Costillo.
Yeah. he's
Colonia
from
Alemán. So from there, it was López Mateos was my high school. So it would, with 6 cents, the whole bus would take me from Colonia Libertad, because it would say Libertad, Frontera como Línea, Centro, y Colonia Alemán, you know, all the way up there with 6 cents.
Were there a lot of German people out there?
No, man, it's just called Colonia.
Just the name?
Right next to it is Colonia Roma. So it's not like there's a lot of Romans, you know.
A lot of Romans out there,
that's the
too.
name
A lot of
they gave
bratwurst,
yeah.
man.
But and so it's really hilly and it's close to the other side of, you know, the border, but it's in the hills. But it's on the other side of town, like across, you know, downtown and everything else. And it was quite a trip, you know, going from there, coming down, and the same bus taking you all the way to home, you know. But yeah, it was only a couple, you step off and you're right there in front of my house. Man.
Well, I remember living there, bro. Every time your stomach hurt, oh, man, it was so agua sucia. Like, you guys think because you use dirty water. That was like the running joke.
Starts rumbling,
So when did you come on here to LA?
Oh, no, LA was 81, but when my parents got me my green card, I was just graduating from high school in Tijuana. And one of my older brothers, who was in the Air Force, going to be an officer, he said, "Why don't you let him come and live with me?" I was the youngest one, you know, 10 brothers. He goes, "Let him come with me." Yeah, 10 of us, man.
No grudges, man.
Seven
No
brothers,
televisión.
3 sisters.
Damn, bro. Pinche ejército.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we had a television, but it was in black and white. So
Fuck, at least you had a TV, bro.
I was saying, well, then your parents have a television. They always say that when you have a lot of kids. But delayed, huh? I know. So what happened is that my brother asked me, you know, come to live in Sacramento, you know. So I went to Sacramento and then lived there. Went to high school, put me in the 12th grade. Went to high school, college, and then came back to San Diego. Went back to college, and I decided to join the Air Force. So I joined the Air Force, became a medical lab tech. When I got out of the Air Force, went back to college. But always is eating at me about being an actor since I was a kid.
What shows you used to watch when you were little?
Everything. Because like I said, my brother had a TV repair shop, and he wished all 3 networks. So we were watching everything, man.
Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke, Perry Mason, all those shows.
Perry
that reruns, all those
Mason. It's a
reruns.
badass show, bro.
Rifleman.
Right, everything, man. And then all those old movies from the 30s, 40s, 50s they show in the daytime. I was watching all that stuff, and I go, man. And then my dad would take us to movies all the time.
Old
Canal
Chaparral.
22.
There was a lot of movie theaters back then in Tijuana that would show American movies and also Mexican movies, but a lot of movies, you know.
But you guys would get the same channels as San Diego, right? Like on TV?
Everything, yeah. But I was telling them that earlier that we would only get ABC in my neighborhood because of the hills.
Oh.
But in downtown, we could get CBS and NBC. so we could see all those other shows and stuff. So that's why I got my passion for acting. But when I came to LA, it was in 81, you know, and that's when, you know, went to Strasbourg and a couple of years, and then I started getting out there, trying to get an agent, getting some work, doing some extra work here and there, and then before I knew it, then I got an agent. Then I got to start booking my first commercial and stuff. And one of them was with our buddy, the late Jesse Aragon. It was a very successful Budweiser commercial.
Oh yeah.
Like Jose Feliciano did the jingle, and it ran for years, man. I think it ran for years.
I wonder if we can still find it.
Yeah.
Back then, those commercials paid more than now, huh?
Oh hell yeah! I mean, back then, man. I mean, let me put it this way: I did a commercial. I'm not kidding. Like over 100 commercials, TV and voiceover. You know. But
1 year.
I did a commercial that's been one of my most successful car commercials. That the car doesn't even exist now.
Tucker.
Close.
Un Datsun.
DeLorean.
The oh shit! I
Fiesta.
don't tip my mind. I forgot.
Here
about
you
it.
go.
No,
Ford
it's
Fiesta.
The Saturn.
Saturn. Damn, that doesn't exist.
It doesn't
Remember?
exist.
They were like Kias 20 years ago.
Yeah, no,
bro.
they were like everywhere. You know.
Fuck. I forgot
Philip
about
Baum
that.
had one, I think.
Because they were the first one that had fiberglass on the side, right?
I don't know. The
Plastic
one
bumpers
I
and
did,
shit.
It was like an economic, kind of like a Toyota Corolla kind of car, and it was doing
Saturn of Galpin.
Yeah, well, no, I think it was made by GM.
No.
Saturn. I think it was made by GM, not Ford.
And what was the commercial about?
It was a slice of life. Me playing the father and giving the keys to my young son, and he's gonna go with his buddies, you know, in the front lawn and stuff, and get him in the keys. And I said something like, "Be careful, you know." And then he goes, "Thanks, Dad." He grabs the keys, and they're off, and I'm just watching them. Well, that spot played so much because we did it in English and Spanish, and radio, and then maybe over $1,000. I mean, over $100,000.
Wow. Damn.
At just that spot. And I've done, you know, Budweiser, Coca-Cola, Miller, all kinds of stuff. Standard brands, what doesn't exist anymore. I mean,
Company man over here, huh, dude?
No, but because I was when I was younger, I was doing a lot of commercials, and that made me a lot of bread and butter. And then I was also doing television and film, but it was more sporadic, you know. But then, you know, 40 years later.
Oh yeah.
Was the commercial you
Over
did
80 credits?
the Budweiser one, a construction one?
No, there was a print shop that my dad was letting me run now because I was, you know, old enough to take over the print shop.
Oh, okay.
You were in a movie, The Jerk?
No.
Talk about the strike.
We'll get to that.
No, but I mean, I just worked in, you know, a lot of TV shows.
What was
I
your
worked-
first film?
Sanford.
The first film
Three Amigos.
was a non-union film that we shot in downtown LA with no permits. The guys were stealing the electricity from the post.
El Mariachi.
Wait, I didn't know that, you know, that they could do that shit, but it was horrible because it took like 3 months to shoot it. It felt like we were doing an epic, you know.
Gone
And it
with
was-
the wind.
You know, yeah, it's just and they made a killing and we never saw a nickel. Whoa. And I said, I will never do another non-union film, never, you know. But that was it was called King of the Streets, and then became Foreign Alien, about a guy that comes down to fight the forces of evil.
King of the Street. That was
Superman.
shot.
It was kind of like
Superman.
yeah,
King,
no,
of the, King of the
and we
Streets.
shot it all down. No,
Without
King
the
of the
cape.
Streets, it's a different movie that I worked as an extra.
King
on
of
that
the Streets was shot in 1982-83. It was shot
Oh,
in
yeah.
downtown LA under the bridge.
But then they changed the name to Alien War.
Yeah, bro. I worked on that movie, bro, because I wanted to learn.
Did you?
So I showed up, bro, and I just helped clean. And I hung out on the set all day. You know who the main star of King of the Street is?
Who, fool?
That dude from Bachelor Party, bro. Nick the Dick.
Brett Clark.
Brett Clark.
Oh my God! I didn't know you worked on that, man.
Bro,
Damn.
I ran away
bro.
from home, bro, that day.
How old were you, fool?
I was like little dog. Me and my friend.
We had I believe you because we had three
TJ
different
all
crews.
over. You guys parted hang out at TJ and then in LA.
There was
We had
there was
three
a
different
trailer.
crews.
There was
Three
a
different crews.
trailer. There was one ugly trailer with a lot of porno inside.
But the
Yeah,
only,
no, no, no,
the only
believe
fool
it,
that
yeah.
wasn't there was El Rapido, dog. God
But then
damn,
it's LA.
bro.
No, I didn't know that.
It was Nick the Dick from Bachelor Party.
Yeah.
And he was a big. Okay, I don't know.
He's a big
I don't
tall
know
guy,
if he's still
6'5".
alive. He's 6'5", huge, bro.
Tall guy.
He could be a wrestler. He could be Billy Jack. Like he's jacked up too, right?
And he's got a thick voice. Like
And he's
this.
got a
He's
thick
always-
voice.
He was always.
And
mentioned.
nobody. I wasn't even. I was not
Crazy,
working in a
dude.
movie, bro. I was a hang around. Like they were shooting in my neighborhood.
Just
Well, I
kicking it.
played Enrique, the leader of the gang.
Yeah,
And
dog.
so we're chasing Pam, who's the co-star lead, the female lead, all over LA, chasing her to rape or whatever.
Check this out, bro. Check this out.
Crazy.
There was a crackhead. I don't forgot his name, man. His name is I don't know his name, man. Oh man, I wish I knew it. Huggy Bear. They call him Huggy Bear, right? And but he's not that good looking. And that fool was he always wear a tank top and he walked like this. They put him in a movie as someone who got shot in a drive-by.
Yeah, no, that movie, we had 3 different crews. I'm telling you, it was the worst experience and like a nightmare type of thing. And Brad, we became really good friends.
They gave Nick the Dick most of the money for that movie. Because somebody saw him like in a bachelor party, I guess.
Yeah, and it was
this is what I saw.
Yeah.
This is what I saw from when I was watching everything go down. And bro, he would walk around and I don't think the crew liked him. Because I said, who is that guy? He's kind of the big star. But the people I was kicking it with were low on the bottom. They were like
the bottom of the bottom.
Assistant to the crib.
He didn't mess with us because we would tease him and everything else because we were the co-stars, on this thing. He was really cool with us, but yeah, he
pull
did
out your
have
dick, Doug.
He
I
did have kind of like an attitude, like, I'm the star and all that stuff. He was looking at big tall guy, but he was really cool with us. We made him laugh so much.
I cannot believe that full Rápido, that perverted ice cream man in Tijuana.
But I knew him like 20 years before.
And then you knew Nick the Dick from fucking.
We did a film together, man.
King of the Streets.
We did a film together. Brett Clark, that's his name.
Brett Clark, he's still alive.
Dexter Clark, yeah.
Brett Clark, bro, ended up doing a lot of those
B movies.
Those B no. They're like ex B movies. They're like X-rated,
like soft
porn.
Not so much, not porn, but soft.
Like
girls.
He's sitting there.
He knew all the playmates, man. He knew all the. He was always at the Playboy Mansion.
He was sitting like this. Yeah. And then you'll see the head move up and down, but nothing's going on.
Cinemax,
so you only see
late
titties. That's it.
And then if you look real close, they were wearing like underwear. You really can't see nothing. I tried.
Or socks, right?
I tried.
Leggings or something.
But he was always telling us, I went to the Playboy Mansion. I said, wait, dude, invite us. I can't bring guys, man. I got to bring girls.
Hey, after
that's back
that
then,
dude, what's his name?
Brett Clark.
Look it up, Philip. Brett Clark. That dude,
he's cool. We still stay in touch.
That dude,
because we worked on the movie for like 6 months.
Damn.
He was a regular actor till he got that little part, in Bachelor Party, and that like made him like known as Nick the Dick,
But, that film didn't help us at all because it came out like kids.
Bachelor Party?
Streets of Fire or King of the Streets or foreign warrior. The kid that playing a teenager, he grew up like a foot. And they were using this German Shepherd puppy, and by the time we finished shooting the last scene, the puppy was an adult German Shepherd, And it was like,
what the hell?
And they used it in the movie. So when we saw the screening at the WGA theater, the first screening, we were laughing our asses off. It became a comedy of the absurd because it was just crazy. They put everything, and then they sold it. And it went to, what's the name of that huge production company? Something Empire, something. And they made a killing, and they didn't pay us a nickel, man.
Really?
And originally they were supposed to pay us double scale back then because we were doing it, non-union stuff.
Movie business is gangster, huh?
Well, when you're non-union, nobody can protect you.
Yeah.
You don't have the guilt to protect you like we have now.
My friend BB and I, Ruben Hadigi, we were there, bro, since like from when it first set up all the way to they said it's a wrap, right? And the guy that was doing the lighting, he taught us all the fucking different types of screens. Like I knew all the
backdrops and everything.
The backdrops. I knew the gel names. I learned them all like that. I knew those boxes. I knew that they were different, like the apple boxes. I knew that they're different heights. Like you say, give me 3 apples, and it's like a higher apple box tree.
A quarter apple, full apple, a half apple.
But I didn't know. I learned that when I was out there, bro. I learned that in junior high.
And that's just when there are differences in sizes of the actors to match them up.
Certain things.
So when you would see like those Star Wagons in your neighborhood, you usually like,
I'll go there, bro, to steal craft service or
fuck yeah,
get a free meal.
When they did American Me right there in your neighborhood, did you go over there and hang out and fuck around?
No, bro, I was in rehab.
Oh, okay,
no, he didn't because when I worked on it, I was in the prison, in Chino State Prison.
Oh, you were. Oh, okay, you were at the prison.
So, man, right now that you're on strike, you can't promote nothing, you can't work.
Well, we can promote. Of course, now you can't work in anything. It's from the big studios. We can promote independent, films. Union independent films.
How about those actors that haven't been working and like the strike doesn't really affect them, huh?
The writers, you mean?
The actors that haven't been really working, so the strike doesn't really affect them.
Well, I mean, it's numbers. We're 160,000 SAG actors. Yes.
Damn.
Not including Tom Cruise and them?
Including them. But of course, they belong
even
to the
Riz, who's not a SAG member.
.0%. Those are the big stars, you know.
Top 1%.
But then they have people like us that I made a living working as an actor because I also do voiceover work and commercials and stuff. But
you do voiceovers like when they do an English movie, you do a Spanish voiceover for that? A dub?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I just finished doing one that's I can't say the studios, but I've done several of them. It's playing on all the big studios that are striking right now.
What's the name of the movie?
The Last Chance. Well,
Is it Green Beetle?
La Última Chance.
No, I didn't. I was close to working on that with you, man. I was close to working on that. My friend, the writer of that film, you know, and I hope, you know, my friend wrote it and everything, so I wish him well. I hope it does great. But he did get me an audition for that film, and it was really close to me.
There was a bunch of actors that were supposed to go to Comic-Con to promote Blue Beetle, to promote all these shows. Yeah. They told them they sent them all home.
They get extra money and all that.
That's all they told them no.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
And the reason we didn't work on that is because a lot of the crew got COVID that way back when. So all that stuff got sent, you know, behind 9 days. And a film like that with that budget,
they're on a schedule.
Can't wait on that bubble.
They can't. So they just took the pages off. And you worked on that, right?
What?
On the
They were in a
El Mosco Azul.
Yeah, la película nueva de superhéroes.
Oh, you were in it too?
No.
Oh.
I was going to be working, but that didn't work.
Oh.
So then, like right now,
They're one of the uncles.
The actor strike. So you can't do anything as far as
we're on
no matter what. You can't
we're
even do answer calls.
You can't do podcasts promoting the movie.
You can't. Big studio films, you can't promote them because that's, you know,
it goes against the
they're the ones you guys are fighting.
Yeah, right.
And the actors who are in the movie are not allowed to go to the screening, but people who are actors could go to the screening.
They're not allowed to go to the green carpet. The red carpets.
The red carpet.
Okay, to promote.
Don't mess with the green
carpet. They can go to the movies if they want to, but you know, we're not. You know, so I mean, it's just.
What's the fight about? So the fight is the whole AI thing.
Multiple
Aren't
reasons.
you happy?
What's that?
What do you want, dog?
Well, we just want to be compensated accordingly to what the earnings are happening right now with this technology where we're at right now. We got screwed in 1980 when cable was happening, and nobody took it serious because back then it was the three powerful networks, and they were just concentrating on negotiating with the three networks. And cable said, well, cable's not that much, and then cable became huge, and then we didn't have the leverage to negotiate. Now we have
streaming is fucking people up. Yeah,
streaming, you know. All that stuff, and now they're talking IA, you know, artificial intelligence. So they can duplicate your face, your voice, your body, everything, put it in another movie,
and never pay
forever,
you,
right?
They pay you only once, and then never pay you again. They used to you in 5-6 movies or
no residuals, basically.
Yeah, nothing.
Because they're saying how they want to scan people's faces as extras, and then they're just gonna have digital extras.
Starting with them,
they've done it already.
They've done it already, yeah. And I saw a TikTok about it. It looks horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. You seen that Star Wars movie, the pod racing? Those were all extras.
Yeah, those are all digital.
Yeah. So I mean, now they're so sophisticated that you can't really tell. I mean, you can tell if you really look close.
Yeah.
But you see, like,
look at it closely.
A panning scene like that, you go, oh, you know, just extras making crosses or whatever, or the uniforms and everything else. I mean, you got to be comfortable. When they're using your face,
yeah, that's crazy. Your likeness, yeah,
that's how you make your living, you know. And then they're going to be using that in your voice. I mean, think of how many Esparzas are going to be around, you know. Oh, okay, let's get the Esparza from the East Coast. Well, let's get Chinese Esparza and put them in this movie.
There's one.
You know?
But you know what? Streaming is what fuck people up because like people are not getting the residuals, especially like when they film shows.
So that's the initial fight before this AI shit.
Yeah,
they get paid once because the what's it called? A lot of those when those negotiations were made, like back in the day, streaming was not even a thing. So they were able to. That's why they sold all these programs to all these streaming services.
Right.
That's why, like, oh man, like, cause.
And they make a killing, man.
All those people from France, they will make so much money from syndication. But now, imagine how much money they would make if they actually got. What's they got paid for?
No, all those guys made that money. Now you can't make that kind of money because back then the networks were powerful.
I'll tell you something you can make though. Right here with Green Chef, I got me in my little box. I got me the pesto and a kale salad flatbreads. I got my box. I'm gonna make it tonight. With someone like me, my wife works all day, so go there and try it and make it up. Cooking time 30 minutes. Okay, Ma says this first time I ever tried I'm gonna try roasted almonds on a pizza. So,
Hell yeah, man. Green Chef is the number
Flatbread,
one
baby.
meal kit for eating clean. All the recipes are delicious, nutritionist, approved, and use clean ingredients with no artificial colors, sweeteners, high fructose corn syrup, and very little added sugar or processed ingredients. Eat what you get, bro.
I got that. So I actually got this one right here, the enchiladas, and they were good, dude.
No, you're gonna. I'm gonna give you the box. You can try it later.
Cause I've had this before.
Oh, that's
You
right.
made it.
I get these often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're
you
it's
should get them too,
convenient,
bro.
dude.
Deliver them to your house.
Ingredients are there. You just
So
put
I don't have to go to Tijuana and get some tacos.
You don't have, bro.
Hell
Tacos
no.
al
And the
Frank.
best part
Tacos de Frank.
for
Oh,
me
shit.
is that they deliver it all right to your door, bro.
Taconazo,
So you can eat clean the easy way with recipes that help manage your weight and support your wellness goals without skimping on flavor. There are meals under 700 calories, high on protein. Whatever you're looking for to plan and make quick and healthy meals is all right here with Green Chef. All right. Now, go to greenchef.com/fool50 and use code fool50 to get 50% off plus free shipping. That's greenchef.com/fool50 and use code fool50 to get 50% off plus free shipping. Green Chef, the number one meal kit for eating well. One of these recipes is the black bean and mushroom enchilada, which looks delicious. Can't wait to try those. And some pesto and kale salad flatbread.
That's what I'm having.
Man, I can't wait to eat. I'm starving right now.
I'm
What's up,
hungry
bro?
too.
Where you at, dog?
Bro, traffic was crazy, man. I was going through downtown.
Time you leave at 2?
Oh my god.
I left exactly
Downtown.
at 2, bro. So I left at 2.
They got his ass. Eh?
I left
I'm
at
fucking with you,
2:20. I was like, you know what? I should get there by 3:30, and then fucking, bro.
LA, no matter without traffic, one side or the other is an hour.
We're
No matter
driving the
what.
Millennium Falcon, bro.
He's in his pod, bro. It took me about an hour and 40 minutes, but I left
Jesus
early.
Christ.
Where you live?
Riverside, homie.
Oh my god.
Where the men are made.
Well, that's not that long.
No, it's usually about an hour and 12, but there was a lot of traffic, but just on, with the 57 meets at 210 and all that bullshit.
What's up, fool? Shout out to Vic Vasquez at Casa Torres Comedy Night.
Fun.
The biggest comedy night in the valley. It was pretty tight last night, bro. There was a lot of ladies there, bro.
Mad ladies.
For real, bro. I thought it was an Herbalife convention.
When your tia ain't hot anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was hot, huh?
Oh,
Bro, dude, the valley's hotter.
You
bro.
love those tortillas, huh?
I love those tortillas.
You're all about those tortillas.
Okay, I know Lisa didn't like when they're like not that cooked.
They were better this time?
No, I like them when they're not that cooked, bro. I
You're
like
all
them-
crudo, huh?
I like them crudos, bro. I like them medium rare, bro. You know what I mean?
He liked the tortilla, bro, when they look like when you chew them, you could take the manteca on them, bro.
Yeah, dude. I like tasting the ingredients still. You know,
My shit toasty, dude.
I like tasting each individual ingredient.
I like when a tortilla puffs up, but don't poke it, bro. Just
Oh, dude. You kill it when you poke
But you're
it.
talking flour tortillas, right?
flour tortilla. Let
Yeah.
it puff up, bro. You fucking put a little cheese in there and some butter, close it.
But you don't want to be burned by the steam that comes out of that thing.
Hell
It's
no,
hot.
bro.
Man, it's hot, man. It's like nuclear, you know.
I got burned 76 times in a
Oppenheimer.
row, bro.
That's how Oppenheimer started. Tortilla.
You're in Oppenheimer?
Huh? I know who he was.
No, you're in that movie?
No. I wish.
We're in
No, it's,
Oppenheimer,
But
bro.
we can't talk about it. We
What
can't
do
talk about
you think is going to happen? You think the union's going to fight for you guys and you guys are going to prevail or what? Or are you guys in limbo right
This
now?
is the first time the Writers Guild and the Actors Guild have been on strike since 1960 when it happened. Back then, they were fighting for residuals for television shows.
Oh,
or reruns.
wow.
You know?
So they're not getting
Back then.
rerun money back then,
Back
huh?
then, before 60, 61, they weren't getting any.
So Ozzy and Harry had nothing, huh?
So the Three Stooges got nothing.
Oh, they're
Nothing.
struggling.
And they played them. They made millions out of that, the studios. And those guys didn't see a nickel.
The only one that got it was Ricky and Lucy, huh?
They were able to
We
get
on the
they were-
studio,
they were-
papa.
No, but they were able to get because of the negotiation in 1960.
They created
RKO?
creators.
They created
producers,
But Ethel, nothing.
So now
About Fred
we
Mertz.
got the writers
Nada.
on strike, and then Screen Actors Guild on strike, and so the whole production stopped. It stopped.
Like if you were in
Right.
charge, how would you pay them, bro, with the streaming? Do they even have any idea how to do it?
That's the whole thing.
It's
But
at so.
it's because they don't want to share the technology. The studios don't want to share the technology. How
Then
you
you're
break
going to do
down.
it, dog.
So it's gonna happen. It's gonna believe me. It's gonna happen.
People
Fuck it,
people
bro.
are
You gotta
mad
find
that Netflix is gonna add ads, but that's how they're gonna be able to pay
gonna
the
say
No.
censor.
Be able to.
I feel
They
no.
make.
Or if
let me get
once
the
they add
information. They get over
advertisement, right?
80 billion a month, something like that.
Oh wow.
They can make $100 million movies a month.
I didn't know there was that much money, dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
80 billion a month.
That's
a
what
little
us-
much,
that's
eh?
what all the subscribers.
Let me look on this.
DuPont doesn't make 80 billion a month.
Trump don't even make 80 million a
Oh,
month.
and what HBO? What's the name?
Max?
Max.
Yeah.
They make like something like 68 million a week or a month for just on subscriptions.
And they're making extra money through the ads too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
Crazy,
It's
yeah.
astronomical. The amount of money that those guys are making. No, really, it's like they say it's stupid money. I mean, really, really stupid money they make.
Retarded
It's like,
money, bro.
And for them not to say,
About $3 billion a quarter, so billion a month.
God damn.
think about. I mean,
That's
like,
12 billion a
That's
year.
max.
that's
Fat
it's-
cheese, huh?
I saw this clip that Edward Norton talked about how he only makes like $5,000 when he does Wes Anderson movies.
Who does?
Edward Norton.
He keeps saying yes, huh?
I know.
Yeah.
I don't see him complaining, you know?
Oh, did you say $3 billion a month? I think that's right. It's probably like
30 billion a month.
$3 billion.
Oh, 3 billion a month.
31 a year.
31 billion. Damn, that is a lot of cheese, though,
see if I
man.
can find this,
Damn.
31 billion a year. That makes
And
sense.
Norton get paid how much?
$5,000 for a Wes Anderson movie.
We do the favor, right? Because no one's hiring.
Yeah.
He-
that's a mad
it's more of a what's
Probably-
it called? Yeah, it's same thing with like
Let
like
Bruno
Scarlett
do it.
Johansson does like those Woody Allen movies.
It's like when Jennifer Aniston did all those indie movies back in
Yeah,
the early 2000s.
you do it for the art of it, I guess. Or
It's a lot of art.
So, let's see, Netflix grosses over $4 billion a month. 292 million subscribers times $20. $55.5 billion a year. Okay,
and they're gonna add commercials.
that's
so
enough to
extra money,
produce
yeah.
10 $100 million budget films per month, and they're crying. They're
Yeah.
not making enough money. You
They
know?
can pay.
Cinemax, HBO, 96 million subscribers, grosses $960 million a month.
Yeah.
Well, that's a month. That's every month. That's not a year. That's a month. 900. And every time we talk about money, it's gross. It's never net. You know, it's always gross. Because
What are we going to do?
And then Hulu has 46.8 million subscribers at $8 a pop a month. 375 million per month that they make. You know?
Coño, that's
And
a
they paid
lot.
they
That's-
made this fool with $900.
Yeah, no, I mean,
That's
it's
a
like-
lot, fool.
I mean, I worked at Netflix. I did a series, and they refused to pay us over scale.
Fool said refuse.
You know, no, they did.
And then what'd you do?
I didn't want to do the part because I had already done the web series, you know, and then they made the TV series out of it. Gentefied. You worked on Gentefied.
Yeah, you were Gentefied the web series?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was on
I was one of the mariachis. And
What happened? How come you're not on a Netflix series?
how come I'm not?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's
You didn't like the money?
no, it's not that.
Oh, you were
Because-
in Gentefied season 1.
Yeah, season 1.
Okay, I remember that. You were mariachi.
And
All right.
then the thing is that a lot of us didn't want to do it because they were only paying scale for TV series
you
like
guys
that.
you guys didn't want to do the Netflix show?
Because they're only paying scale. You know what? That is like an insult. Because when they do other shows, let's say when they do the Queen or the Crown and all that stuff, you think they pay those guys scale?
I think they do.
No, hell no.
Star scale.
They pay star
For Netflix?
They big money for the
At the
those
Queen's
guys.
Gambit. and
For
shit.
Netflix?
Yeah, all those
Or
yeah.
HBO?
Netflix.
For other ones that are like
That
the
is
stars
just-
of Stranger Things.
And so we ended up doing it, you know, because then you make really almost dismal residuals on that thing. But you know, I wanted to do it because I had worked on the web series.
But there were no residuals, right, for that Gentefied show?
There was.
Every once in a while,
Oh, yeah, that's right. When they saw the show, I get a check.
Yeah.
all compared to network.
Because I know sometimes they sell those shows to like those streaming channels. That's kind of like Pluto and stuff like that. You'll see those shows sometimes on those channels. So I think that's some of those residuals come from that.
So who has the bargaining chips? Netflix, Disney, all the big ones?
Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of those streaming studios. I mean, they making billions of dollars, man. Billions, not millions, billions. And that's what we're negotiating, that to pay us accordingly.
How come the
We're
actors?
saying we want half. It's not that. Pay us accordingly.
How come all the actors, SAG and all that? How come they didn't? How come they waited for summer, man, to go on strike when we're hardly we're hardly ever working, bro? How come they didn't?
You can't say that.
How come the actors didn't wait till fall?
All year round. No, that's not.
Fall would have been like a fall season, bro. No pilots to be shown.
That doesn't exist
no executives.
anymore. Now with streaming, it doesn't work.
There's no pilot
It's
season
all
anymore,
year round.
Pilot season isn't in January anymore.
No, exactly. Not that back in the old days when 3 networks were around.
So you're telling me right now that
when the contract was up, that's why they had to. Okay,
so you're telling me right now that
and they were trying to negotiate. It didn't happen.
In December, right? We're not gonna see no brand new Christmas commercials because all the commercials are shot in July.
Dude,
so if we see a brand new commercial coming out, busting out in Christmas, you know that was a scab commercial because all commercials for Christmas are shot in June, July, August.
No, not necessarily. Commercials are not very quick. Commercials at Turner. I've done commercials where we shot.
No, I'm talking about.
I'm
talking about.
I got cast on Monday. We shot it on Wednesday, and it was out in the air on Friday.
Because when I was on, when I was on Superstore, on NBC, we were shooting the Christmas special.
Yeah, but you're talking TV shows, not commercials.
We shot it in July, right? And the guy, all the Santa Claus were there on our show. They're all commercial Santa Claus.
Oh wow!
And he goes, "Yeah, man, I just shot a Santa Claus commercial." And they were fast too, and for fucking Mercedes.
Have a good facial hair, right?
Yeah, but all the sitcoms, I remember the Mayor and all the other sitcoms that were shooting it. The same week we were shooting, they were all Santa Claus. They were all Christmas.
Yeah, but television is different. They got a plan ahead.
You ever been in sitcoms?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Shit, oh my God.
Sanford and Son.
St. Elsewhere.
Close.
Chico and the
St.
Man.
Elsewhere, I worked as an extra.
Tight.
But
Quantum Leap.
one of my first comedy shows was Give Me a Break.
That's a badass show, dude.
Nell Carter.
Did you play?
I played the busboy that has a scene with her, and she gives me all this huge monologue about how she can't decide whether or not she wants to be a singer or still work at this 9-to-5 job that he's got, you know. And she's talking to the other friend. She's talking to me. She says, "Excuse me, I gotta talk to you about this. What do you think I should blah 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 blah?" And then at the end, she goes, "So what do you think?" And I'm listening to her. I go, "Lo siento, no hablo inglés." And I walk off. And
How much does that pay, bro?
That was the scale back then. It was like one of my first sitcoms and stuff.
Scale now, I guess, if you're listening, it's 2,000. I think.
It's about
No.
1,200.
12. Wow, that's a little bit.
Yeah, it's not as much. Well, back then it was like $500.
It used to be $5,000, by the way.
No.
According to Brian Scalaro.
No, you're talking about guest starring roles.
Yeah, guest starring roles for everybody.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nobody makes that money anymore.
No,
Because I got.
back then it used to be like 14,000, man, for guest starring on a 1-hour episodic.
That's not a thing anymore, huh?
That's what you got on Fantasy Island or what?
No, I did. You know, funny enough, I never worked that show. Actually, I wish I would have done it because I knew Ricardo Montalban, briefly and stuff like that. But no, I didn't get to. I knew girls that worked as an extra on that show.
He was going to play El Rápido, huh?
El rapidísimo.
No, I don't think.
Bro, how did you get cast in American Me, bro? Were you locked up or what?
I was doing some time. Actually, somebody told me at the gym, said, "Hey man, they're casting this
At the
movie
gym,
with
I was on Buffalo.
No, I was working out, and then one of my friends
Baddies.
that I work with, he said, "Hey, they're casting this movie, and they're only using Mexicans, blah blah blah, the Mexican mafia and all that."
I can't believe it.
So I go, all right. So I went to the casting director's office,
Really?
and then I asked him, "Hey man, can I audition for one of the roles?" So he goes, "No, dude, we're looking for really hardcore gangbangers and all that stuff." And the guy knew me, so I took him a portfolio, and I got it. Yeah, I took
You were
for
just
a
like Han
picture
Solo,
of a picture that I had with a headshot with we had a goatee that I grew, and then a cigarette. I'm leaning against the brick wall, and this Ray-Bans,
Orale.
Warfare, glasses, looking like this. And he goes, yeah, bring that headshot down. I'm gonna have you in for one of the roles in audition. So I went over audition for the part.
You right there?
Put me on tape, and then like a month later, I ended up being cast in that.
You were part of the Northern Gang, right?
I was part of the Nuestra Familia.
Oh yeah.
The rivals of Eddie Olmos, which is Los M's.
You were in that prison fight, right?
No. I was there. This is the last 5 minutes of the movie when he gets thrown back in prison. And
Right
now
before they kill him?
He's changed, and because of that meeting that we had, because I'm the rival of him now, and we have this conversation there, that his gang says this guy's changed. We don't want him anymore as a leader, so they kill him.
He got weak.
The scene got caught, man. I couldn't believe it because
Your scene.
Yeah, we were shooting that scene all day from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. At all different angles. and stuff.
In what prison?
Chino State Prison.
How many real inmates were used in acting and talking roles in that movie?
I don't know about real inmates talking. They used them as extras. It even on my side of the fence, there was a lot of the security guards that were working in the prison. They were working as extras.
Someone get stabbed when you guys were filming?
I don't know. When I was there, nobody got stabbed because they worked in 2 different prisons. I know somebody got killed. They got shot in a drive-by when they were shooting on location in East LA.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That
I think it was one of the ladies that was one of the what do you call them, the advisor consultant. Yeah, and but that happened during that.
How many people started off working as inmates and quit at that movie?
I don't know those facts at all, but I knew that some people couldn't work on the movie because the casting director told me because they had a record actually. So they couldn't work inside. And that doesn't make any sense. They can't work in the prison as an actor because you did time in prison. You know? They didn't let
I'm going to bring drugs in or
something.
something.
I remember Eddie,
Too much of a method actor,
Danny Trejo audition for American Me.
And they
He
told
was
him
there
no?
when I auditioned. I guess not, but because he ended up working on Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, mija.
Yeah.
Órale, carnal.
But it was an experience working on that movie.
Were you in the prison scenes where they were walking around the prison with the inmates?
Well, that's the whole thing. On that prison, everybody's fenced off because the gangs were divided. Nuestra Familia was divided from the Black Gorilla family across, and then Las Emes was divided. So every time you walked out of your little courtyard, you were handcuffed behind and walked to get like a visitor or a phone call. You had to walk through this this little hallways they had between the fences. So nobody really had contact. It was that, divided. And,
Were you ever afraid at the end of the day they're going to confuse you for a real convict and keep you there?
No, really, because they had us
Where
really,
you going,
really
that's
well.
it.
Orale, you belong here,
They already
homie.
checked us out. Really, when they got our license number and everything else, they knew.
But still,
we were
man,
coming in.
confusion.
Yeah, right.
Well, you're not gonna go mingling.
Somebody
and
try to
look-
escape.
This is not one of those
I'm an
locations.
actor.
This is not one of those locations that you're gonna be wandering around checking out the place.
I
It's
would.
like Cholo there with penny loafer ready to escape.
You just described me.
Wait, we're
bro.
gonna get a shank. We're gonna get a shank. Who's got
Lock
the
me
best
up with
shanks?
the
You know, it's like-
Rapido Homes.
Yeah, man. No, it was an experience, and it was just one whole day they were working.
How many days were you there?
Just one day. And
Damn.
and then I got to improvise a lot of stuff, and Eddie was really pleased with our performance. He goes, dude, I wish I would have known you before. I would have put you on my gang. So I'm thinking, shit.
He's been on a lot of stuff before,
would've
but what else he
worked-
put you on there?
I would have worked, 14 weeks instead of one day,
Next time I say.
Next time I say I got more movies I must say no to.
Well, later on, when the scene got cut out, I go, Eddie, what the fuck happened? It's like, dude, you thought you loved the scene. I said, that's tough industry, carnal.
We're watching it.
All right, thanks.
And my
It's like-
date said he's cute, so we had to cut you off.
Hey, fool. It's a tough industry,
It's a
carnal.
tough industry, carnal. Oh, shit, thank
That's
you.
a good one,
I've
dude, for
seen
everybody.
I've seen that movie. In
What happened to
bootleg.
No Name?
Well, the way I found out was worse because I was
They
shooting a
stabbed you
commercial.
first
I
time.
was a
You're out.
commercial. I was shooting a commercial in Napa Valley for Dean Witter,
For who?
So, Dean Witter, the investor company. You know about investing? Dean Witter.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there with
Dean Witter, yeah.
Berkshire Hathaway. That's cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I have a
Merrill
couple
Lynch,
of bonds
Merrill
there.
So anyway, we're up there shooting this
portfolio.
commercial, and I told my another producer friend of mine, listen, I got an invitation. Go take my invitation, check it out, and let me know that night how it went. Because they did a whole thing at the Hollywood Boulevard, gave him a star and stuff for Eddie, and a lot of press and stuff like that right there on the one of the theaters right now. Not the Chinese, but there was a Galaxy theaters back then. And so he calls me later and I says, dude, I don't know how to tell you this. And I go, what? How did it go? You're not in the movie. What?
Whoa.
Are you kidding me? I'm not in the movie. After all the shit we went through, because I grew a goatee and I didn't do any commercials because,
Man, you must have been annoying everybody in the set, dog.
No, dude, I tell you, Eddie loved what I did. Eddie loved what I did.
We're about to go on strike.
Maybe you should have told everybody.
Where's the footage at? Can you
Oh,
find
funny enough, Eddie was nice enough to give me all the dailies. And I put it together. And I cut a little scene that cut in there.
Fucking scrapbooking.
But no, I put it. It's there on the internet, and people
You
see
have the
that.
physical
I got
dailies?
two
or-
movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he
right.
gave me the physical dailies. It was
Oh,
really
wow,
cool.
that's good.
No,
my
I'm telling
homeboy
you,
Pieces.
he's kind of sorry that happened, but he gave me the dailies. I went to his house, and we looked through his assistant. We looked through the dailies.
They
and I
want to murder me.
cut it together, and
I'm about to murder you, eh? if I don't get in that
remember
movie.
he was getting death threats. You remember he was getting death threats?
By you, bro.
I was gonna say I was getting ready to say, Eddie,
If-
you're about to die. I say, and hang up.
That was the fool on the phone. eh?
So it was you this whole time making
Remember?
fake threats. Huh?
The movie
You're
better,
dying.
The movie better be 3 minutes longer. Like what?
Put that scene back, I say. I know, almost felt like it, but no, I wasn't gonna. But he was getting death threats, man. It says,
Orale.
hey, somebody's calling about putting the scene back in. Otherwise, they're gonna kill me.
The death threats.
I'll try some grilled
No.
cheese.
I remember like 10 years ago that one inmate that got famous because his headshots were like he looked like a model. Then he became a model. Then
The next guy, the light skin guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
then what happened?
And then there's rumors. Oh yeah, now all these gangs are calling the agency. They're telling them to drop him because I'm like the only people that are gonna call are probably other models that have fucking been trying to.
Karens.
Fucking
Yeah.
hate it, bro.
It's so funny. That's crazy.
That's my experience on that on the American Me.
At least you
What is
have
that?
at least you have that footage. You can upload
No,
it.
yeah,
and
no,
that's
and I
like
get,
Oh,
I get
blood in,
residuals.
blood
I get
out, bro, no?
residuals. I get residuals and stuff. You know, still.
Oh, blood in, blood out, no?
Blood in, blood is the same story, and I got to tell you,
It's just
it's more
Disney.
complete.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
more complete.
Boulevard
it's longer.
Nights.
Boulevard Nights, I wasn't in the business back then, but
Ring
Boulevard
of
Nights-
Fire.
Boulevard Nights, it was a
Duke of Earl.
good, you know, East LA film, you know, with Richard Iñiguez and Denny de La Paz.
Electric Boogaloo. That's a gangster movie.
What's up, Fool Podcast, bro? You can't work in Hollywood either, right?
No, I can't. I can't do anything. And what's it called? It's funny because like now, like I mean,
Or you Spider-Man or what?
I wish.
He was Pedro Parker, eh?
Cucaracha, man.
Eli Cucaracha, that's Lalo Alcaraz, man.
So the TV show that we did.
Oh my God!
What
What
is
are you trying to Lana?
Wait,
And-
it's a reality technically though, right?
No,
It's a reality show.
no. It's scripted.
Scripted.
It's like The Office. It's a mockumentary. Yeah.
Oh, so you break the third wall, the fourth wall.
So it's pretty much. So I don't know if I can talk about it.
Hey, there's
Oh,
some
because it's a big studio. It's a big studio.
dude.
You're gonna get arrested.
If it's
for
a
that.
big
There are
studio, then you
so
can't really talk
many
about it.
I would
people.
stop.
You can't name the studio, but you know.
There are so many people that were supposed to bust out their new shows this year,
that
dude.
fucking
like
sucks,
fucking
bro.
Chris Estrada,
Dude, we got a film coming up that we worked on together.
and we're gonna go see Julio
Torres, right?
Torres movie today.
El primo.
Problemita.
And then yeah, you can talk about Paul's movie.
Yeah, no,
Paul
I mean,
movie. There was a
we
Paul
can
movie,
talk about
bro.
it because it's an independent, you know,
Venture.
small budget film where you also worked on it. I worked on it.
What do you
too,
play
and
on it? A ghost?
I played that's close. I play a priest.
A priest? Okay.
Priest. That's like kind of like his mentor. We grew up together. So I
I
talked about the
played Paul
beginning.
Rodriguez, parole officer.
Is that where I picked you up that one time in Orange County?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's funny, man. It's gotten great write-ups from people that they're in what do you call it, involved in buying it for distribution. So I'm really.
Oh,
excited
you know
about
who's
this
gonna
thing.
do that? Funny lady. I want to give her a lap dance.
Oh, Yvette, the funny lady.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's.
Well,
funny, yeah.
Denny Trejo's in it.
Oh yeah, at the Laugh Factory.
Denny Trejo's in it. Emilio Rivera's in it. Who else? All this comics. Willie Barcena's in it.
All-star cast.
Yeah, man, I make a lot of
bad,
good
dude.
comics. Well,
Really?
the movie stars.
Willie
Paul
Barcena's
Rodriguez-
in it.
Paul Rodriguez and Jay Moore are the stars of the film.
Willie Barcena's in it too?
Willie Barcena got a part in
I
it.
didn't
yeah.
know that, man.
Yeah, no. I mean, I tell you, Paul used all his favorites.
I'm gonna call him
in his
later on and
lifetime.
say, "Orale, you didn't make the cut."
Come on, bro.
Tough industry, carnal.
Come
did
on,
I do,
bro.
bro?
I already got a limousine rented for the premiere at Steven's Steakhouse.
No, he had a lot of comics worked in that film. Like I said,
What the
Paul
movie's
used-
about, bro?
It's about a guy that he's a con artist, Paul, and he gets the idea of, you know what? I'm gonna become like this televangelist that make all this money by having people calling in to be with Jesus and everything else, and he cons them, and he becomes really popular to the point that he becomes a really rich guy and stuff. But then it backfires on him, and then a girl suffers. I want to tell the whole story because I didn't even read the script. But no, what happened
You're a
is that,
soothsayer.
yeah. And what happened is that he gets the guilt trip going, like I can't be doing this anymore. So then he goes through the redemption thing, and that's where he comes back to the church to me,
Yeah.
to talk to me afterwards because he's supposedly a changed man. And I go, really? I'm really skeptical.
Damn.
But it's a really, I mean, people have seen it, and because I haven't seen it, but I heard from the pipe.
It's funny.
That it's really funny, man.
Philip, go to that clip from Heat.
And then we gotta wrap it up.
Yes. Wrap you up.
Man, I know how long this is gonna last. Dude. I remember in 2007, the writer's strike. That was like probably like a whole summer, I think.
It started in May 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But now it's really to a halt because now 160,000 actors are not working. They're working because of
It's
strike.
affecting everything, huh?
Yeah, everything. Economy. In 2008,
Get to the shootout with the guards. Put it
in
up.
2008, the city of LA, just the city of LA, lost $2 billion in business from the writer's strike.
How much?
$2 billion. Just the city of LA, okay? From all the businesses around that work, in the industry. So now it's going to be.
I think the network are ready for this because I was on a show called the Prank Jankers, what they call it?
The show on Prank Panel.
And that show was shot with no writers. We didn't have a green room. We didn't have a dressing room. And it was ABC. And they were ready, bro. They were ready. They have ABC has at least 100 shows already shot.
Did they pay you guys at all?
They paid us, bro. And when I asked for my money, the producer, he punched me in the stomach, bro. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
And he goes, are you serious? You've been pranked. This is a show. And they were like, ask for craft service. And that guy, he poked me in the eye. He had like tahini in his fingers.
Dude, that movie that we talked about, we both worked on, King of the
Bro,
Streets.
you worked on. I was hanging around. I was a little kid who didn't get molested that day.
The catering was so disgusting.
Who got a SAG card, eh?
The catering was so disgusting.
Hey,
We
bro,
didn't want to eat.
you're right.
L's and B.
Bro, the food there, I remember,
horrible.
I was a little child, but I know
You knew it sucked.
that food was disgusting.
And the
What
guy
was
that,
it?
The guy that was preparing it, he looked like he came out of the streets. I mean, the guy was always like dirty and his clothes were all wrinkled. He was so sweaty. So,
Bro, he lived in a little trailer that he had a trailer.
Hell no, we're
that
not gonna eat this.
he's security guard and craft service.
Yeah. No, it's
Hobo
so you take the
stew,
batch,
bro.
and put an apron.
The food made stew, bro.
It was horrible.
dude.
It was horrible.
Gruel.
Yeah, man. You pay your dues though. You're here now. What's up, fool? Let's play this so we can get out of here. No, okay, not that scene.
Well, that's a cool scene though.
The scene in the
scene?
beginning when they killed all the armored guards and they asked that guy,
Oh,
how come you shot him, man?
And it's all.
Yeah, and they're like going, here he goes.
What's in
Here
it?
we go.
Total.
Right here, bro. Watch.
This is hard as fuck.
Downtown LA.
Every actor in that armored freight is a Mexican. Like the guy who gets shot right here first.
No, the security guard that says no, his ears are bleeding. He's white.
Joe, this guy right here, the two guys that are in there, he's the guy, the Mexican guy he was killed in the beginning of Jurassic Park.
Oh,
He
you're
was,
talking about our buddy.
The guy that gets dragged in.
yeah.
What's his name?
that's,
He works as a stuntman. He always gets shot as a stuntman. Damn, but not Denny. Louis. What's the guy's name?
I remember watching this movie going, damn, that's hardcore.
That's a great film, man. Great film.
Yeah. Okay, that's the white dude. Mexican. Here's our Bonilla right here, bro.
No, I didn't work on that.
Right here, watch.
I wish
Check
it
it
would
out.
work.
Check it out. I always thought people with you, dog.
No, that's.
It ain't you?
God damn, no, it's. He
That's
does
you
a
right
million.
there.
He does a million. Are you putting this because you think I worked on this? I didn't
Yeah.
work on this movie. No, you got the wrong movie, man. I didn't work on this movie.
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, no, it's a great film. It's a great film.
No.
Where you been your whole life, dog?
Yeah, pretty much.
Here, that's our Bonilla, bro.
No, that's a white guy. The other guy.
No, you know who that is? That's Jorge Rivero from Mexico.
No.
Yeah, it is.
I know Jorge Rivero.
It is.
No,
Look,
it's not.
look
No,
it
it's
up.
not.
Look it up.
No,
Look it up.
it's not.
Look it up.
No,
Look up
no,
actors.
no,
on
it's
my
not.
Heat.
No.
It's
No,
Jorge
not.
Rivero.
No.
He goes by George Rivers right
No,
there. Look it up. Somebody here, look it up, bro.
no. You're going look. You're gonna keep looking up because it's not Jorge Rivero.
What's up, full podcast? What shows do we got going on? Look it up, bro. IMDb. July 21st. That's right. This Friday, Las Vegas. July 22nd, New York City. July 26th, Montreal, Canada. August 3rd through the 6th, Oxnard. August 10th, August 13th,
Yeah.
San Jose, California. What's his name?
It's Jorge Rivera.
Yeah, it is. He's in the
No,
movie.
no. He just looked up the real Jorge Rivera.
Felipe World. Get together at FelipeWorld.com.
People are saying, no way, it's not.
No, it's not.
Look.
It's not, man. I know the guy. I know him.
That's not a picture.
Look it up, bro.
Hey, it's a hunk,
Hey,
bro.
what's your Instagram, bro?
Yeah, no, he was a big guy.
What's your Instagram?
Oh, Art Bonilla 10. Art Bonilla 10.
All right, Bonilla 10, man.
Twitter
A
is
big
Art
shout
Bonilla.
out to Art Bonilla for being on the What's Up Fool podcast.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for reminding me. We had a great time.
Adios, guys.
I'm gonna look it up right now, man.
You're wrong. Jesus Christ, dude. You.